On the front page you'll see the stories that you can view and edit, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to add a new story and edit one. Click on the new story link, give it a title, give it a description, add the story, you get a confirmation it's added, and then a little hint that there are no pages yet and you should do so and add one. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll add a page with a dimension of 5 by 5. The page is broken up into imaginary squares, and it's best that you keep the squares symmetrical right now for the moment. Here we have our grid, and so I can visualize where I'd like to put things on the page. The first element might be in the top left, and I might decide to put a little text box up there and say, so I can preview that little piece of text, and that shows up right over here. And I could change things, like for instance I could change the size of the text, or I could also change the background color of the box, and keep previewing it until I'm happy with something that I like. When I'm happy with something I like, I then click Update, and that will update the text in the database, and the little note box now goes black, indicating that there's a text element. So by clicking throughout the squares, you see you can do some temporary alignment markers, and they show up as yellow squares. And again, when you're happy with where you'd like to add something, you click in that square, and for instance up here we might add some video. This is video that you can cut and paste from your YouTube or your VodPod, and you'll just click Update, and it'll actually put the video up there. And we also can preview that, and you can note that the video shows up down the bottom half of the screen. Other elements you can add to the page are images. So you choose the image block, and here you would need to fetch an image URL, and we pop the URL, and we can preview it here and update it. So by doing this, we pretty much are able to construct a page which we can preview by looking at the View button. You can see my preparation for getting ready to go on a skiing trip. Furthermore, you can edit the properties of the story by clicking on the Properties link. And here you note you can go ahead and change the story title or story description, and you can also control what users can do with the story. Right now you created the story, so you are an editor and a viewer. If you'd like to share the story with other people, you can either add other users or groups into in this manner. So if we wanted to share the story with everyone, we could just go down here, and that would mean the story is now shared with everyone, and they can only view it. The people who can edit it might only be my family, for instance, and here we can add it to the group. So my family can edit the story, including myself, but everyone else can view it. So now the story will show up at the top of the pile, and it'll have some little statistics about how often it was viewed and who last edited it. You can also delete a story here, and that will remove the story.